All right, guys. So, moment I've been waiting for today. And I'm just gonna call this a Faith First nighttime business chat or nighttime business chat for Faith First. So, I just had so many ideas running through my head, and uh, I've gotten a lot of ideas from looking at different things and different even stuff on Pinterest and things like that. Uh, just so many different, just so much has been going through my mind. And one of the things I want to do, and I'm gonna make sure I cover all of my bases. I'm gonna get like all of the guidelines and the rules and all that kind of thing, so I know what's allowed, what's not allowed. What are we gonna be able to do all the stuff that I want to do? We're gonna be able to put out all the stuff that I want to be able to put out. As we increase our homestead, as we add things, and build it up and get more things on our homestead. Um, I just want to be able to, know exactly what's allowed and what's not allowed. And, if there has to be someone there at the farm stand running it to where cash can exchange hands in person, then that's fine. I'll make sure that happens. Sorry, I just came up with a couple more ideas as I'm telling you, my brain's been working overtime lately. Okay, sorry. I'm up to 29 things here, okay? So, anyway, this includes like pretty much everything we've discussed in the past about um all the things that we want to incorporate into our homestead and being able to share with you guys and sell to help us make money for our homestead. And as I said before, that money is going to go into our homestead. I am making one change though, because sorry, this was cute. Um, uh, what's it say? I'm also tired, you guys. What I was saying. I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I totally lost my train of thought. Um. Oh, Faith part. Yeah, I want to be able to incorporate everything, you know, that we've talked about. One thing I forgot to put down here.
Especially that top is cake.
The rest is carrot cake as well.
Are you serious?
I'm dead
Sorry,
serious.
you guys.
You like when just for a cereal or
The whole the cake actually fell apart, and I made a decision. I put this cake together. It was just
Okay.
perfect.
You know what? It's not the best.
All right, so I'm up to 31 now. Okay. So this is going to be a thing where this video is going to cover all the business topic of the whole thing. And all of these items, most of these items are going to be available on our Etsy store. And there's going to be a link to that from our website once I get it done. And I think now that we're back in Michigan, I'm going to talk to Aaron and see if he'd be willing to help me with our website. Okay, so here goes. And I will tell you guys the things that won't be available on our Etsy store.
let there be light.
There's actually very few things that I won't be able to send you. So,
The sign itself looks old and weathered. Everything is
thought of something else.
Every little detail.
Can she cut the cake?
Yes. I want cake. I want cake.
I have for you guys a chocolate cake filled with a nutmeg and white chocolate ganache. The white chocolate is infused with nutmeg.
This is not what I was expecting. But you've just put chocolate cake in a totally different perspective. The nutmeg in that frosting has taken what is a gorgeous chocolate cake to
Again,
dark,
here we go.
exotic and dark place.
These first items, the first 13 items for sure will be on our Etsy store. Absolutely for sure. Number one, Faith First t-shirts, shirts, jackets, sweatshirt jackets, and all of that. Okay? All of that will be on our Etsy store as well. Now, obviously, you guys know what the logo is. Actually, if you're new to our channel...
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine.
There's a spider on that.
The nutmeg was like, you're not going to be over me. And Chuck said, no, you're not going to be over me. And I said, no.
Exactly. They were fighting. That cake has got too much nutmeg in it.
All right, Jonathan, tell us what you made. So I made you guys a chocolate cake with chocolate ganache. Gotcha.
What is it?
Making a pumpkin spice cake with a citrus cream cheese frosting.
Those of you
Spice buttercream on the outside.
that are new to our channel,
Was my two nieces, Sophia and Emma. They're like my biggest fans, and that's
I'm going to redo
Why?
two of my shirts. The yellow one that I might actually put that one up for sale because I don't really like that one very much.
Sophia.
Okay. This is the Faith First Farm and Homestead logo. Faith First Farm and Homestead.
See from you.
And then it says grow food, eat healthy. And then it has right here, this is a barn. And I used the metallic paint here, paint markers. The tree, apple tree, fruit tree. This is representative. It has a fence out here with like little animals out there. And the cabin,
It's moist.
you know, the homesteading cabin. Here's the garden, and this right here, I brush painted this part, along with the word homestead. It's been washed a few times. It doesn't really fade that much. Actually, the brush painted part is better, so I think I might brush paint them. I will have to charge a little more for them if I brush paint them, but t-shirts, Brush painted t-shirts. Now, I'm probably going to buy them from Dollar General. I might buy a few from Family Farm. If I buy them from Family Farm, I'm going to have to charge at least $20 for them, if not 25. Because the cheapest of their t-shirts are like $12. And then there's going to be the time that I put into it for painting the t-shirt. So they're going to be between $20 and $25. If I buy them from Dollar General, they're going to be about $15. Because between 15 and 20. Something like that. The ones at Dollar General are $7. They're not as, they're a little cheaper quality, but a little easier to afford kind of thing. Now, if I have quite a few t-shirts that are secondhand, but I'll make, they'll be clean and all that, and I'm going to go ahead and paint those, and they're only going to be like $10. So, I'm not even going to worry about it. Just $10. But I'll make sure they look good and they look nice and all that. The sweatshirts, those, okay. Sweatshirts
Your jack-o'-lantern cakes lit up
are going to be anywhere between 15, depending on where I got it from.
Baker can leave here today as Halloween baking champion.
At the cheapest, the sweatshirts, just the sweatshirts, not hoodies, nothing like that.
Both flavor and
just the regular sweatshirt. $15.
I know that I had a lot of trouble throughout this challenge.
Now, if I
didn't give up.
buy a sweatshirt and it's like, if I pay $15 for a sweatshirt, a plain sweatshirt, that's going to cost probably about
showed off your artistry
between $20 and $25.
The cake itself was moist chocolate.
If I pay $20 for a sweatshirt, which would probably be more a hoodie, and then again, the hoodies, that'd be cheap for a hoodie. If I pay $20 for a hoodie, I'm going to have to charge probably $27 to $30 for it. Because of the time that goes into it. Jackets, jean jackets, I've already told you that. I told you guys it's going to cost me at least $50 to buy those. And I will buy a few of them. And I will paint them. I have another one that I'm going to wash. But it's going to be mine because it was my jean jacket to begin with. And I'm going to paint it. I'm also going to touch up my other one, which I do have. And I'm going to brush paint it. And I'll brush paint the other one. Now, if someone gave me a jean jacket that that was in good condition and I decided to paint it and sell it, I would sell that probably for a base $50. Because I didn't pay for it myself. Why $50? I might go $40. The cheapest. But if I have to buy it, buying a jean jacket is going to cost me at least $50 brand new. And that's cheap. So I'm going to have to charge at least $75 for them. Now, if I got one secondhand, good condition, that kind of thing. Obviously I wouldn't sell one that wasn't in good condition. But if I got one, say, like from Goodwill or something like that was in great condition, that kind of thing, and paid $25 for it, I would be willing to sell it for $35, $40, but no less. If I buy them from Amazon, I'm going to have to charge no less than $75 because those are going to cost me at least $50. And that's on sale. So, and the price goes up from there. Like if I end up buying a jean jacket or a couple of them that are $75 a piece, I'm going to be charging about $90 for those. $90 to $95. And so on. If I ended up spending $80, $85 on one or two of them, there's going to be $100. Period. It's nothing I can do about it because I will have spent out the most money and then I'm putting in more time on that, which technically is more money because of the paint. So I absolutely have to charge that much. All right. Faith First glasses, drinking glasses. Now, a set, we've talked about this before, a set of 4 will be, what did we decide on? $15? Yeah, $15 for a set of 4 because of the time that goes into them. Now I can go to Dollar General and get them for $1 a piece, but as Elaine said, what the money you're putting into them, you got to be able to make something off from that. You have to be able to make a profit, okay? And those of you that aren't business minded, you have to be able to make a profit. So if I buy 4 glasses that are the same for a set of 4, I paint them, and pay $1 for each of them, and I paint them. I'm going to charge $15 for that set. Because I'm going to be making, and if you add in my time and the cost of the paint that's going on them and the protective coating that I'm going to have to put on those glasses so they can be used, so you can use them and know the paint's not going to be on the inside or anything. But you're going to have to be able to wash those glasses, and you don't want to wash the paint. So, it's the other reason why, and the cost of that is going to be at least $6 to $8. So you got to figure that into that $4. And yeah, it's going to take more, you're going to be able to do a lot of glasses with one can. You guys, I got snakes. But I can't believe I didn't get a cockroach. I don't know how many glasses I'm going to be able to do with that one can of protective coating. But if you figure in even a couple more dollars onto the $4 already spent, that's $6. So if I charge $15, that means I'm making, and figure in my time and all that. Technically, I'm only making a profit of about $5 if you figure in the time and the paint and that kind of thing. And I say $5 because you got to figure in the time. And I haven't really figured out, like the labor costs and I'm not going to really try to. I'm going to talk to Elaine about that, but technically, mathematically, I'd make $9 off from that. Well, Faith First would make $9 off from that. Now, just per se, all right, I'm going to go back to, no. I sell a set of 4 drinking glasses for $15. I make that $15. I'm going to take $1.50 of that. And that is going to go to salt and sugar. Then I'm going to start get some of this a mission or if I send it to a church, it'll probably be to the Baptist Church in Overton. And I had my reason for that. I'm a home baker. Single mom with 15-year-old amazing boy. My son is my biggest support system. And then I'll take another $1.50, and I'll save that. And that'll leave. All crazy. I can't. It's math tonight. $12 to put back into the homestead. Or, into more glasses, or you know what I mean. Okay, so, and just say if it's a jean jacket, and if I sell, say I sell a jean jacket for $75, then that means $7.50 will go to a mission or the church in Wilburton. So that's my tithe. And yes, I believe in that. And the $7.50 will be saved. And let's say I sold a set of 4 glasses and a jean jacket. So that means I will have put $9 towards a mission or a church and $9 saved. Okay. $7.50 and $7.50 is $14. So 75 minus 14 is 61. So that $61 goes back into, you know what I mean, goes back into the homestead. And so on and so on and so on. So that's how I'm gonna work that. Now a set of 8 glasses, I'm gonna take Elaine's advice and go with a discount on 8 for buying a set of 8, or maybe even buying two different sets of 4. I'll still give that discount because you're buying 8 glasses. Instead of it being $30, I'll sell it for $27. She'll save about, $3. What? Did you say?
She said she was 23. I said, oh, she's a year younger than Chloe.
Chloe's still 23.
She's the same age.
Anyway, so I'm gonna write down
simply relying on just your egg whites to help
10 to 25, 15
like when you step on a crusher
to 35,
Brenda, how's it going?
40 to 100 for the jackets. Hoodies are gonna be 20. I'm gonna say 25 to 50, depending on how much I pay for them. The glasses, set of 4,
Not me.
15,
I'm making
8,
chocolate tart. My inspiration is the
27.
The actual birds.
Shot glasses. Now,
So the crunch of the bone, the cherry is the blood, and ganache on the outside is the color of the raven. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's right in the shoulder area.
now I can buy shot glasses for a pretty cheap price. But you don't want to get them too cheap, because if they're too thin, too low quality, they'll break, they won't last. And I don't want that. So I want, like the thicker glass. I'll, probably spend $3 to $5 on one. Which means one shot glass I could easily sell for $10. Because that's going to be some minute detailing on those glasses. So
I decide
$10
chocolate shortbread cookie.
for one.
On top of the shortbread.
Or we're going to go a set of 4 for $8. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Actually, no, we'll go $12 for a set of 4. Set of 8. Now, if you just wanted 6, I could sell a set of 6 for
That's always really sort of hard to master. I got a bet.
$18.
Taking the bet by hand instead of using a cookie cutter.
Instead of 8, I would be willing to sell for 24. That would make them $3 a piece, which would be the best bet. A pair, I would be willing to sell them for $3.50 a piece. What if I'm spending? I'd be losing money on that. No, I have to talk to Elaine on that one. Not sure how to set the price on those. Okay, the mugs. I can get plain mugs pretty easily. Depends on how much I pay for them. Sometimes they're going to be $5, so I'm probably going to have to sell those for about $10. We're going to say 10 to 15.
So I forget my scorpion tail.
Ornaments. A set of 10.
Very much time. Scorpion tail 2.0. A centipede.
For this dessert, I got like 100 little eggs. So I'm gonna actually use those little orange candy marshmallows, and I'm gonna try to pull out legs. And I'm using the old school technique. I'm taking white chocolate and I'm gonna drizzle it on a frozen metal plate, scoop it up, and twist it into a spider web.
I might go 10 for 20. And then if someone wants 20 of them,
Oh, that's not looking good. What was I thinking?
I'd be willing to sell them for like 35.
Now I need my inspiration.
Because what I'm thinking, the type of ornaments are gonna be, they're not gonna be real expensive. So, Faith First coasters, it's gonna depend on what they're made out of. Now, if they're the wood burning ones, Chloe will get that money and I'll let her set the price. If they're ceramic painted, those are gonna end up being probably a set of 4, probably the same as the glasses. 4 for $15 and 8 for $27. Quilts, I've already discussed the prices on those. It depends on how big they are. A queen size or a king size could go for up to $1,500. So those are going to be anywhere from 100 to 1,500, depending on the size. Crocheted items.
TV host, restaurateur, and mistress.
Anywhere from 75 to 500. The dish rags, they're gonna be. I'll probably go.
Lindsay?
So I made a chocolate shortbread with a blood orange mousse on the inside and a ganache.
2 of those for 2 for $5.
I like that the dragonfly.
You know,
has
you don't
red
use
eyes.
a lot of
I did
yarn,
like
and it doesn't really take much time to make the crochet dish rag. It just doesn't.
almost want to have
Coasters again.
Bring up Steve.
Hi.
I'll probably go with 4 for
cherry filling and chocolate base ganache on top. Webbing work is awesome. I love the way you've tangled all of the elements of the raven in there.
Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do the same
This is
thing.
Eager Feelings tart. It's super chocolate.
$15.
And the nuttiness from
And
that
then
Canadian
8 for
hazelnut
27.
berries.
Just
The
like the
chocolate
glasses. Scarves, I haven't really thought about that.
ganache.
I mean, I might go about $20 for a scarf. It's gonna take more time, more yarn, that kind of thing. Homemade soaps. I would charge
The scorpion.
Probably $5 each.
And spun sugar, sometimes it's quite difficult to get it right. You made it nice and soft.
2 for $8,
Thank you.
Love the crispy.
and so on.
It's like eating lobster. I like the
If somebody wanted a whole batch of them, I would, have to kind of configure the price on that. So, paintings, we've already discussed prices on paintings. The smaller ones, the minis up to 12 by 18, would be available in the Farmstand.
It's between a brownie, a blondie, a cookie.
The bigger ones
you did with the
can be $100 to $200 a piece, depending on the painting. Maybe 3 or 4, again, depending on the painting. And how much time it took, and what kind of paints I used, and whether or not they were all mixed colors or not. I mean, all of that figures in.
Brilliant. I think you were sent impeded by this.
I can't really write down prices for those on here. The minis will be cheap. $2 to $5. Painted coasters, I'm probably going to go the same with those. 4 for $15 and 8 for $27. That discount for buying 8 of them.
Yes.
Painted tiles. Now it's going to depend on how big they are. But if I get a hold of the big tiles,
It's so moist.
I will probably charge
Thank you, Brenda.
small ones. I'm going to say
Basil peach pecan crumble and a toasted marshmallow spider web.
Like the web, I think it could have been a little bit finer, but the dismembered frog is brilliant.
Peach basil, great flavor combination.
35.
The basil got lost.
Mediums.
What's going on in there?
Thank you.
Thank you.
50.
Cicely, your turn.
The picture I got was of that. So I did a pumpkin spice cake. I wanted to just sort of be cute and kind of creepy at the same time.
But definitely looks like
Depending on,
And you see the bag.
and the large ones can be
You can make
$100 to $200,
Thank you.
depending on what, what's painted on them and that kind of thing and how big they are. The Faith First cutting boards, I will probably make about $35. Depending on how much I pay for the cutting boards. They could be $35 to $40.
No, you say snake.
Alright, now the seasonal stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the seasonal stuff is our elderberry cuttings. That's obviously going to be in the spring.
In all of the desserts that I've consumed, I don't know that
And I only have one elderberry bush right now. I still have to go down the road and get our elderberry cuttings. So
so much. It tastes like
we just had so much going on. No, I'm not going to do business like that. It's just us first getting started here on everything and just
Thank you, Ann.
how much of a mess everything has been. And the damage and all of that. We've just had so much on our plates. The elderberry cuttings, I would be willing to do 5, as I said, for $12
Web desserts kill.
and 10
Only one
for
baker wrapped up the
20. Blackberry plants. Now again, these are seasonal. This is going to be in the spring. What the frick happened to the TV? Hold up. In the world?
It was playing and then it stopped.
I have no idea what it did. What in the heck just happened? Oh boy. Alright guys, hang on. I have to use the bathroom anyway. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay, so
It's 100 right now.
It was the ad that crashed it.
Symptoms like bowel urgency have always
Vizio TVs suck anyway.
I don't blame you.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
have to calm down.
The plants. Those are going to be no less than $15 a piece, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cuttings of our blackberry canes, black raspberry canes, red raspberry canes. There was another one too. And down the road, if I can get the fall gold raspberry bushes growing, I'll do cuttings from those. And the royal purple raspberries, I'll do the same thing. So there'll be the blackberry. I might even do the same with the elderberry, but the elderberry, yeah, $15. Elderberry, the black raspberry, red raspberry, fall gold raspberry, royal purple raspberry, and the blueberries down the road. Our regular blueberries, our pink lemonade blueberries. And those are, I can't wait to try those. There was one more. The boysenberries. I'm going to take the cuttings and I'm going to root them out and I'm going to plant them myself. And I'm going to get them growing and I'm going to sell the individual plants like that from the cuttings, which is why they're going to be no less than $15 a piece. Because I will put that time and effort into growing them and establishing them as plants before selling them. And I'm going to incorporate that into our, eventually that's going to be part of our spring farm stand. So,
Desserts encased by a shell that melts, reveals.
Those will be no less than $15 a piece.
You get pre-tempered white and dark chocolate to help create your shell.
I'll take that.
Over here.
Themed item is trapped inside each one of these.
Now, I have strawberry plants down here. But those are going to be a little different because what I'll do is I'll take the runners from our strawberry plants and I will get them, I'll take them and I'll establish them into a separate little pot and I will get them to root out and grow and I will sell those for probably a couple dollars a piece. So, And I've had some really good strawberry plants out here. Unfortunately, I only have one of those left. I will be getting more strawberry plants. I am going to be getting, I know, 50 new ones for the 2-tier strawberry beds, which are the last strawberry beds I did. I don't know if I'm going to revive the old strawberry bed. I might, I don't know. That's going to take a lot of cleaning out. I don't know. If I do, I'll probably do another 50 strawberry plants in there. But I will literally build up a complete raised bed for those. So that's 100. And then in our new area, we'll do at least I might actually do at least 100 plants. Because that'll guarantee us the runners. I mean, I'd get the runners out of them all anyway. Maybe I'll just do 50 out there. And make sure they have the extra space. I'll just do 50. because that would be 150 plants. And then I'm planning on doing the white alpine strawberries, the pineberry white ones. I'm planning on making sure there's a raised bed for those in the fruit bush orchard. And I'll even sell the plants from those as well, from the established plants from the runners. So pineberry strawberries. Pineberry strawberry plants.
Yeah. I'm making a strawberry cookie with a white chocolate passion fruit cream and a dark chocolate sauce. My ingredient is three. And I'm gonna try to make a
Now I'll probably charge $5 a piece for those because those are a little bit more. They're a little harder to get a hold of and take a little bit more to, grow and establish here. Those are more of a southern plant, I think. I don't know. I've got to do some more research on that, so don't take my word for that one. Now, one of the things I might do with the farm stand, and this would be under fresh produce, I would like to incorporate into the fresh produce when the strawberry, like once we start getting a lot of strawberries in the spring, I would love to have just a little window where people can come in and pick, little boxes of strawberries. So, I mean, that's why I'm thinking of maybe having extra beds of strawberries to where people can come in and pick strawberries. Wouldn't get, a whole lot out of them, but, bucket of strawberries or, enough to do some jam or something like that out of them. So, or just get some really good fresh strawberries. Anyway, so that goes under fresh produce, which is the next thing. And the fresh produce, I mean, that's going to incorporate, obviously, strawberries. If we were just talking, that's a spring thing. Another spring thing is rhubarb, which I might have some of that this coming spring. Don't quote me on that, but I might. Because I do have the rhubarb patch. And I'm going to make sure I do everything I need to protect it, that kind of thing. I might have missed the boat a little bit. I'm probably going to take leaves and I'm going to have to probably get like a little weed hoe or whatever and go through and get, the weeds out of that garden, and I'm going to protect them with leaves and that kind of thing for the winter.
It's not fun.
So I might have some rhubarb. I have no idea how much I'm going to charge for that because I'll have to look into that and see, kind of what a running price on that would be. So I'll get back to you guys on that. Now, baked goods, which would include like quick breads, like pumpkin bread, banana bread, or especially pumpkin bread with homegrown pumpkin, fresh pumpkin, and, a lot of other homemade ingredients, healthier flours, that kind of thing, homemade baking powder, farm fresh eggs, I will charge probably about $5 a loaf for that.
I think I could call myself a baker right now. That is like the biggest element. It has to melt. This isn't gonna work.
That's for the big loaves. The small ones, probably $3.
Irresistibly smooth milk chocolate from the Lit Master Chocolate.
There's stuff like muffins, which 12 I would sell for.
And now, discover a new non-dairy Lindor, made with oat milk, made to melt you.
Probably about $15 for 12. Now, for a set of 6 jumbo jumbo muffins, I would probably sell for about the same. For $15. $24. I would probably go with $27 for buying 24 of the regular size muffins. Mini muffins, 24 mini muffins I would probably sell for $12, something like that. There's all kinds of things with the baked goods. Homemade bread, probably charge about $3 for that. Again, there's a lot of things. There's cookies and that kind of thing. There's just all kinds of things. That would have to be that's gonna have to be a whole other page. Which actually, we're gonna write that page out. I should have written that out before the video, so give me a second, you guys. Alright, so this is what I figured out so far. Homemade bread, like a loaf of homemade bread, $3. Quick breads, a large loaf, like, your big quick bread loaf, like your pumpkin bread, banana bread, cranberry bread, that kind of thing. $5. Small one, $3. Muffins, a set of 6 jumbo muffins, $15. Regular size muffins, 12 of them, $15. Regular size, 24 of those, $27. Mini muffins, 12 for $12, 24 for $20, 48 for $35. Cookies, 2 for $2. A little bag. Or 6 for $10, which I can't even read my own.
Coconut macaroon with a cayenne chocolate muffin.
10 for $18, 20 for $35, and 24 for $40. Okay, anyway. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on the baked goods. And that's not even all of the things that I could incorporate into that, but it's just, a little rough idea. There's so many things, so many different things. Like a pie. Okay, actually, I should have written that down. Seasonal. Like maybe the week of Thanksgiving. And I would keep them refrigerated, that kind of thing.
Like this hard. I would have liked
if you wanted a fresh pumpkin pie, like the day before Thanksgiving, from fresh pumpkin, homegrown ingredients, homemade ingredients, that kind of things. A pie.
Dirty chai chewy blondie with a cayenne.
A full pie.
You're breaking my heart, dude. I broke my own as well. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna charge at least $15 for a full pie.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Now I know that they're cheaper in the store, but I'm gonna tell you that the homemade pies with our homegrown ingredients, homegrown and homemade ingredients, are gonna be so much better. I've had them. I've made them, okay? And if it's one of Chloe's blueberry pies, which the pies I'm gonna say would be made to order or made on order, that kind of thing. Chloe's blueberry pie would probably charge, I'm gonna say $15 to $20 for the pies, depending on what they are. Now we could do small tartlet pies.
Successful CFO. I have one secret to help you build wealth.
Again, made to order, obviously. Like maybe a set of 4 for $15.
When it comes to your finances,
And instead of 8,
you've researched and reviewed thousands of
I'm just gonna
products to help you make smarter
adapt
decisions.
that $27. If you needed more than that, I mean, obviously it's gonna cost more. If you needed like 12, 5.
Broke my heart.
I mean, I could go a set of 12 tartlet pies
Right, you have a dirty
for
what is your melting agent?
$40.
Awesome. But you're melting there.
You know, and all of this would be homemade. The crust, you know, Chloe makes the crust herself,
Blondie is
and
so
I will
sweet.
start using
It's so thick. But
fresh,
it becomes really, really sweet.
locally made lard
This sauce is
or, you know, butter crust, that kind of thing. But again, those would be made to order. Seasonal, obviously, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, that kind of thing. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking with the baked goods. That incorporates, again, a lot. So, candy boxes. Holidays. Now, candy boxes, I can do. I've never done anything for like the 4th of July, anything like that. I kind of have my reservations about it. I don't think anyone would really ask. I'm thinking more, somebody might ask for some Halloween treats at Halloween. I'd be willing to do Halloween candy and sell them. Prices, I don't know yet. I really don't.
What is the plan to melt this?
Large candies,
Slowly.
individual large candies, and I'm gonna consider large candies being about like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
About like that big.
Melted with the chocolate.
Can't hold my hand right. Oh, about the size of a, bigger than a quarter. Like that.
So all the flavors are balanced. Just really.
What the hell did you do?
Just sitting there.
Don't break that.
I got greens as my item.
Anyway, probably $2 a piece
This is a Halloween baking championship.
for the large ones.
It's a little bit simple.
A box of regular sized candies, like for Halloween. I can individually wrap them. Okay.
The crema inside is delicious.
So,
A little bit of spice in there for cayenne.
As soon as you say passion
I
fruit.
mean, I might actually charge a little more for individually wrapping each candy inside a box.
What have you made? My item was
A small box could contain
I filled it with dark chocolate mousse.
12.
Crumble on the bottom made with cayenne pepper. My melting agent is a
And what goes into them?
right over here. Is that?
It's giving me less witch's hat and more buried garden gnome.
I'm gonna say
Because your hat was filled with mousse.
probably $8.
Melting.
I love the flavors. The crumble should be sold in stores. Hello. You got the cayenne there.
I'm gonna put this over here.
Inside.
Candy boxes.
Right. Thank you, Judge.
Here.
Thank you.
Individual large candies.
Just a little bit of mousse at the bottom. Yeah.
Sit the skull on. Yeah.
$2 each. Small boxes. 12 count. No, I'm gonna say $10. Medium-sized boxes. $24. $20. Large boxes, which can hold up to about 50 candies.
72! 71!
Those are going to cost more. Why? Because the price of the ingredients has gone up so much. And I would have to buy quite a bit of the ingredients for them because I don't have the right stuff to make them. So, those are going to be probably about, I'm going to say
She is vehemently protecting those eggs in their
$35.
for salt, key lime, coconut.
I don't see us getting a lot of orders for them, but you never know.
The sauce, mama mint.
Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm thinking on the candy boxes. Fresh honey.
I love that you.
Now, obviously, I can't do that right away because we don't have bees, and it takes at least a couple years to start getting enough honey to sell, unless you have a really good first year. And I'm not going to count on anything because I only know what I've read on beekeeping. I need to get my books on beekeeping. You know, I still have a lot of research to do on that. But I'm going to say 1 pint is going to be $10. 1 quart.
I'm having to scrape my way through to the eyeball. I don't know if the reveal works so well. Peak before, and the eyeball was beautiful.
I'm just going to say 15. Why am I going so low? Because I want the fresh, raw honey to be affordable, accessible, easy to buy, because it's so medicinal, it's so healthy. Now you get into things like, I might do something like a jar, like a pint jar of fresh honey with honeycomb. You're going to be looking at probably $15 at the cheapest for that. A quart jar like that, probably $25. I might go 20. Jams and jellies, it's going to depend on the size. Actually, a half pint, which is your normal jelly jar, I would probably charge $3. $3 to $5. Dried herbs. Obviously, that's seasonal. And we're going to go in like bundles. No. I will go in quarter pint size jars with the dehydrated dried herbs in them, fresh dried herbs. And I'll probably go $5 per quarter pint jar.
This is a delicious chocolate cake.
Because it does take a lot of herbs to fill one of those, so that's why I'm saying that. Farm fresh eggs, and I've already talked to my sister about this and what price would be fair. $3.50 a dozen is what I'm gonna go on the farm fresh eggs. Now, if they're duck eggs, a half dozen, 6 of them.
And rent is insane right now.
It's depressing.
Did I tell you that I signed up for one of those free
I'll
counselors?
probably go.
The government has been putting like way more money towards mental health care recently.
I doubt it.
$5.
Well, it started because
And that's
young people voted in
cheap.
the last election, so
Yeah, but
Because
like,
there are people that sell 6 duck eggs for like $12. One dozen will be at least $10. So
Previously on Halloween Baking Channel. Halloween
now
baking dessert.
getting into hand sewn items
You are
like an
serving me
apron,
realness.
Congratulations.
probably $20 to $25.
Probably supposed to have the stove inside. It's not.
I mean, I can do hand sewn small purses. Haven't really figured out prices for those. I'm thinking probably $20, $25, depending. The cookbooks. Again, it's gonna take me a bit to get those. It's probably gonna cost me about $1,000 to get an order of those.
Looks can be deceiving. Back on this little preheat
Maybe a little less. I don't know.
of the yay.
If they charge me $10 per cookbook,
It's going to be a very long series.
it'll cost me $1,000.
You must make a yam.
I don't know if I'm gonna get free delivery and shipping and handling or not. If I do, and it costs me $1,000, I'm gonna have to sell them for $15 a piece.
Starts, come up and grab
If
cliche and get to bake.
it costs me more, and the reason I have to order at least 100. And if they charge me $10 a piece for each cookbook, that's $1,000 out of my pocket, okay? So I'm gonna have to make that money back, and I have to make a profit for Faith First. So if I pay out more than $1,000, I'm gonna end up having to charge probably up to $20 for them. Hopefully it won't cost me too much to get them. So I'm gonna say with the cookbooks, they're gonna be anywhere between $15 to $20 a piece. But there's also gonna be a lot of recipes in those cookbooks. So, pumpkins, seasonal. I'm gonna say I'll probably charge $5 a pumpkin, which is around about decent price. And for homegrown pumpkins, jewelry. We're talking necklaces, earrings, bracelets. Now, I'll have to talk to Chloe because she wanted to get into making jewelry. So those proceeds will probably go to her. Alright, so now we're coming down to orders for farm babies. Chicks, bunnies, say quail,
Flour, sugar, baking soda.
baby goats, kids. I don't know if we would end up with any baby guineas or not. No guarantees because I just don't know. If we do, I'm willing to sell them. The baby chicks I would sell definitely for $5 a piece. The baby bunnies.
So I decided to go with Farmstand.
It depends on their breed. I'm going to say as low as $5 a piece. Probably as high as 20 or 25. Quail, probably $3 a piece. Baby goats. Now that's, obviously a little bit more. Baby goats, I'm going to have to go like $50 to $75 a piece because it's a goat. And that's kind of up in the air because I don't know how much baby goats go for. So that might even be like $100 to $150.
Whole bunch of layers versus trying to make big layers that will never cool in time. While my cakes are
Okay.
making frosted, I'm gonna use a Swiss meringue butter cake because it gets really hard if you put it in the freezer.
And I don't think we'll ever end up with any baby turkeys, which are poults. I don't think so. Ducklings. Now, we might end up with them. And I'm going to say $5 a piece for those. Now, if we do geese and we end up with baby geese, which are goslings, I'll go $5 a piece for those as well. So, baby chicks, ducklings, goslings, $5 a piece. Bunnies, anywhere from $5 to $25 a piece, depending on breed. Quail, baby quail. I can't remember the name for those. $3 a piece. Baby goats, anywhere from $50 to $150. Excuse me. What are you doing?
When they show up.
Yeah, so the baby goats, $50 to $150 a piece. Now, if we the feeder pigs. Okay. We sell a pig. It's not going to be babies. Alright? Because we're going to raise the babies to adulthood. We're going to raise them for a season. We will process 2 of them for the meat. And then the others will sell. Those pigs are going to go for no less than $750 a piece. That's a lot of meat. Okay? I'm not going to process them myself and then sell the meat. I'm not going to do that. I will sell the animal. And then you guys can take and process them yourselves. No less than $750 a piece. Anywhere from $750 to $1,500, depending on how much they weigh, how big they are. Now, if we ended up with a dairy cow, I probably won't. But let's just say, if we ended up with a dairy cow, the calves, I would sell the calves for anywhere from $850 to $1,500. Oh, $800, anywhere from $850 to $2,000, depending on the breed, how big they get, that kind of thing. I don't think we're gonna end up with a dairy cow, but I'm just saying. Now, if we end up with horses, that's a big if, because that's just saying, like we get the big barn rebuilt, that kind of thing. If we end up with horses and sell the foals or the colts, once they get big enough, we're talking money here. We're talking probably $3,500 to $7,500 a piece. We'd probably only have one, but sheep, I decided I'm not going to do them. It's too much. We don't have the room. So, anyway. I didn't write those down because we probably won't have cows. I don't know about horses. Maybe, I don't know. I covered the boysenberry plants. Those will be $15 a piece because I'm actually going to root them out and plant them and make sure they're established plants. Strawberry plants, $2 a piece. The pineberry strawberry plants will be $5 a piece because they're a little harder to come by. Watermelon rind pickles. Now, those I will sell pints for $5 each. And then pickles, 1 pint for probably $3. So, and there we go. And that covers the business, like not all of it, of course. You know, there's other things. I mean, that's a lot for the business. Now, the stuff that's going to be on our Etsy store, for sure, okay, is going to be the Faith First shirts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, that kind of thing. The drinking glasses, shot glasses, the mugs, ornaments, coasters, quilts can be ordered on Etsy store, or will be once I get it up and running. Crocheted items, blankets, dish rags, coasters, scarves, that kind of thing. Homemade soaps, paintings, obviously, painted coasters, painted tiles, Faith First cutting boards. Now, I think what I will do is I'll take pictures, and I will put pictures of the elderberry cuttings, the blackberry plants, the black raspberry plants, the red raspberry plants, the boysenberry plants, the strawberry plants, and the pineberry strawberry plants. I will put those on the Etsy store. However, I will put a stipulation that is seasonal, obviously, and
You always have that. The vote really matters right now.
it would have to be a very strict, you order and we ship, basically. Now the plants, that's a little bit harder. I will probably have to make a stipulation with the plants to where it's pick up only.
Steven, I'm gonna come over to your station.
Because I don't really want to be responsible for shipping a plant. I just don't. I don't want to do that.
To have my macarons ready. Should have made them first. I'm hoping the tapping helps the batter spread so it can cook in time. I put it in the oven at high heat, and I am just crossing my fingers.
I don't really want to ship the candy boxes.
My spice cake, I snap them.
I could.
A pumpkin, ice it up, put it in the freezer. Once it's cooled and the icing is.
I mean, I could ship the honey,
And then add it.
jams and jellies, dried herbs I could ship. I will not ship eggs. That's not going to happen. Eggs have to be in person only. Obviously, anything hand sewn I can ship. The hand sewn items will be on the Etsy store. The cookbooks you will be able to order on the Etsy store. Obviously, once I have them in physical form. Pumpkins you will not be able to order those on the Etsy store. Now, one of the things I am going to do, okay, and I actually forgot to write this down. I have not established prices yet.
Get over there.
You know, it has eyes, it has a mouth.
I'll go over that in a second. Jewelry, any of the homemade jewelry, any of the wood burning stuff, which I did not add here, because that's going to be part of, you know what, I'm going to add that anyway. Wood burning items, wood burned items.
Welcome back here, you amazing panel of judges. Darla Hall.
Hello, bakers, you look yummy.
I'm not going to set a price on those because that's Chloe's. The jewelry, I'm going to let her set the prices on those. Now, if I make some jewelry and, you know, all of that will be on the Etsy store. So you'll be able to order that, obviously. I will not ship live animals. I will not ship chicks. I will not, it's got to be in person. You have to come to my door
Super crunchy, super
and pick them up.
Taste of almond, Andrew.
Now,
You're in the bottom.
once our website is up, I will put,
Taking your knife and you're climbing to the
I'll have
You're like,
a page on our website where you can fill out an order form for what you want,
only
but you have to be able to show up in person to our farm, to Faith First Farm and Homestead, and pick up your chicks, your
So my movie cliche.
keats if we have baby guineas, your bunnies, your quail, your
Yeah, I'm a nut.
baby goats, because obviously you can't ship those. Or if we end up with the bigger animals, you have to be able to come and pick those up. Obviously, I will not ship anything live. Absolutely not.
Really needs to serve up
For obvious reasons. And again, I'm not shipping plants. Fully established plants. I will not do it. You guys have to pick those up. And again, I can have an order form that you can fill out on our website, but you have to be able to come to our property and pick
going to
up
do a massive piece of cake.
those orders.
getting yam, I'm getting sweetness. With the hand, though, I am
Ooh,
getting.
really?
I think it's the food coloring.
I am willing to ship watermelon rind pickles, wood burned items. Again, that's Chloe's part of the business. She'll set the prices on those. We will ship those. Some of them might be kind of expensive because if they're bigger items, they're going to be heavy because you're talking wood, okay? Another thing.
Shine. I am tasting yam. I'm tasting cream cheese. Tiny bit of mascarpone. Girl, I said, oh, damn about that hockey mask, though. Because it could have been out of the park. It's like an oh, yeah.
One other thing. Cement crafts.
Thing I thought of chopping.
Now, I'm not talking really big, huge things. Now, it is possible to make, like, benches and that kind of thing. But if we do that, obviously those are going to be for sale near our farm stand. And you will have to, money will have to change hands.
Not sure. I mean, I don't remember watching.
And you will have to have help yourself.
Tree and blood came out.
You will have to bring your own help to load that into your truck or trailer or whatever. But you will have to pick that up and you'll have to have your own help loading it. But I can put that on the Etsy store. I just will not ship it. Not gonna happen. It's way too heavy. The other thing, last but not least, and I have not come up with prices on these yet, and obviously none of this would be available until next fall,
if it's well done,
because
like this works.
I want to put together survival seed packages. I want to get the small, the little tiny Ziploc bags, and have the labels and even a label printer to do it professionally, and be able to have Faith First Farm on there and package certain things in that survival packet. Okay, now I can ship those. I will add those to the Etsy store, and they'll be available in our farm stand. I don't know prices yet. I will have to let you know because it's going to depend on the size of the survival packet.
This is not a creepy doll. It's a profiterole with
I'm just going to have to go through in my head and figure out exactly what I will put in there. So, it just depends. Now the what?
What if I can't find a job?
I did forget to add this.
It is insane right now.
Fruit tree seedlings.
Sign up for one of those free counselors at school.
Those are free.
Yeah, the government has been putting like way more money towards mental
Now
health charities.
seedlings,
I doubt it'll last.
like we're talking
It started because young people
6
go to
inches, 6 to 8 inches tall.
Enough energy to get out of bed.
We'll show up for ourselves. Who else will?
$8. And that's cheap. Really cheap. I could charge, easily charge $12 for those, but I'm not going to.
Vote for fair wages. Then the national fight for $15 minimum wage.
We're talking, okay, 6 to 8 inches.
Voter turnout led to vital economic relief.
6-month-old trees,
Justice in this country. We always have that.
I will charge $15 for.
Bill, so how you been? Honestly,
Yearlings,
pretty bad lately with like rent, work, and everything. I'll show you.
25,
Being a therapist. And I got like a discount to this government program.
2-year.
Young people voted for this stuff in the last election.
You're gonna pay
Everything.
about
We got the-
$45. Now you can go to Family Farm and Home and get them for $40. All right, but these will be 2-year-old trees. You know, if you waited that long, these will be 2-year-old trees that we've raised ourselves. Okay, that we grew ourselves, that we kept feeding ourselves, that we put all of that time and effort and everything into, all the organic everything.
That's Scarface to me.
You know, but I'm hoping to sell the tree seedlings
Is your definition of
when they're 6 to 8 inches for $8 a piece. And I will add those to the farm stand probably next year because I'm going to get a hold of the fruit seeds and start them over the winter.
yeah?
Most of them have to go through a cold storage period
That's so brilliant.
in the fridge.
Sorry, Anna, it's that little bit
So-
of sugar. It makes a world of difference.
If you use 2 types of buttercream, there seems to be a cream cheese in the center.
And then there's
But those, again, those will be available at the farm stand. So this is what we're hoping to do. And see, I keep forgetting things.
Like
Eventually, I'm going to put together a homestead journal in a binder.
Sometimes.
Here's your desserts were fantastic. But one baker truly captured their scary
Now, a
milkshake.
full binder is going to run $75 at least.
Spice cake won you an advantage.
I may offer it.
I think it's safe to say there is nothing more Halloween than a pumpkin patch. So today you have 90 minutes to bake up an edible pumpkin patch.
I mean, it also depends on how much
Hey, Bundt cake.
paper is actually in it. I don't know. It's going to depend.
Yes,
I think Chloe's here.
creating a pumpkin. Jamal is the winner of the preheat.
Probably run a sale for $75. But the homestead journal in a binder, fully put together with everything in it, once I get it all done, could run up to $125. Because the ink alone, I mean, you guys know how much printer ink costs. And I would be using my own printer ink. So we're talking
Salted little hay rock.
$80.
King time starts.
Easy. I haven't priced printer ink, so we're talking maybe $70. If I spend $70 on the ink and only charge $75 for the binder, you know what I mean? I'm only making $5. So actually I can't even sell it for that cheap. So I'm gonna have to say at least $100, $100 to $150 for the binder. Because I've got to be able to make some money off from it. Oh, that was the Instacart stuff she got. Okay.
Your mom, what's the secret to a good bundle?
For them to prep your pan to make sure
Anyway, I mean that's, and I will only sell that in the binder. I don't think I'm gonna offer it in a downloadable form. Why? The reason I'm not going to sell it in a downloadable form is because, well, I mean, I could sell it in a downloadable PDF form. But you guys would have to print that out. Because you guys need this stuff in hard copy. Okay? And that's the reason why I don't really want to do that. I could sell a downloadable PDF copy.
Together. We'll be piping my apple brandy glaze on top of my pumpkin butt cakes.
Now that I could get away with selling for like $50, $50 to $75. Let's say $75.
Just so like,
They don't step on the ice cream.
Stuff on the ice cream.
But, and I've got 39 things here that we can fairly easily incorporate into our business. So, I mean, you know, and I might even be able to incorporate, you know, cool little things, because I'm gonna try to get a screen printer. Or, you know, one of those printers where I could do, like, skins for a laptop or something like that. $10 for, you know, our Faith First logo. Or I might even be able to do, stickers. I know I can do stickers you could put on, you know, whatever. I might even be able to do cell phone covers. I didn't even think about that. Faith First painted clear cell phone covers. Hey. Those, I mean, it would depend on how much I paid for the cover itself. If I paid $20 for it, which I would try not to spend that much on it, but I mean, I don't really want to have to charge that much for a cell phone cover. I mean, there's things like that. I mean, I haven't even written that down, but there's a lot of other things, you know, I mean, we're going to have time to take care of our homestead. But, you know, a lot of this right here is going to be part of the farm stand. The painted t-shirts, you know, the shirts, jackets, glasses, shot glasses, mugs, ornaments, coasters, the quilts, the crocheted items, the soaps, the paintings, the painted coasters, painted tiles, cutting boards. Seasonally, there's going to be the elderberry cuttings, maybe even plants that I would sell those for $15 a piece. You know, if it's an actual plant. The black raspberry plants, the red raspberry plants, the fresh produce seasonally, the baked goods, holiday candy boxes, the honey, the jams and jellies, the dried herbs, the farm fresh eggs, you know, the hand sewn items, the cookbooks, once I have them, obviously, seasonally, the pumpkins, jewelry. You know, I might even get it to where we can have some jewelry with, you know, Faith First Farm and Homestead, you know. Just a cool little thing. The boysenberry plants, the strawberry plants, the watermelon rind pickles, the pineberry strawberry plants, the survival seed packages, the wood burned items, the cement crafts, the fruit tree seedlings, and I'll have at least 1 or 2 homestead journals binders once it's all together for sale at the farm stand. So a lot of this stuff you're going to be able to get at some point in time at the farm stand, okay? So, I mean, there's a lot of things incorporated into this. Now, obviously, it's going to take time to make a quilt. It's going to take a lot of time to make a crocheted blanket. And it's going to take time to do the paintings and that kind of thing. The soaps, it doesn't take long to make a batch of soap. I just got to get my supplies.
My cake is done. Should just come right out.
You know, the seasonal stuff, we're not going to have honey available for a while. For quite a while. I want to get our bees this spring. I have a lot of research to do over this winter. We have a lot of building. We have so much to do within these next few months, along with planning and trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do starting this spring to incorporate us into a temporary structure for us being able to get everything out of the house and clean it and, you know, make it to where, you know, we can kind of use the house as a secondary thing instead of our living structure. I mean, anyway, that's a whole other story. We have a lot to build, you know, as far as the homestead. We have a lot of fencing to get. I want to be able to get our animals by this spring. So we have a lot to do. I want to be able to do our farm stand. So I've got to get all the ins and outs on that, the regulations, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I'm going to have to take, you know, like some good notes on exactly what I have to do and when I have to do it and exactly what we have to build and what's going to go into it and how much we need. And we have a lot to do between now and the spring. So, I'm hoping to be able to open our farm stand as well by at least this summer. Okay? I'm not going to say the spring because we have so much to do. Now, if I can get some merchandise built up, like our Faith First merchandise, like the t-shirts, the glasses, the shot glasses, you know, mugs, that kind of stuff. There's not going to be a quilt available yet. I'm just not going to happen because I'm not going to have the time to put into it. I have not had time to work on that quilt since before we left Oklahoma. So, maybe by this coming fall, in a year, I'll have a quilt and maybe a crocheted blanket. I don't know. I mean, I don't even have any yarn right now, so I'm looking into getting that. I'm going to see if I can get that on a ship thing from Marketplace. Anyway, but we have so much to do, so much to build, you know, but I do want to start getting, you know, some merchandise backed up. I want to get the Etsy store going. And, you know, there's going to be a lot that's going to have to go into that as well. So, we do have our work cut out for us. We really, 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 really do, on top of, you know, everything that we have going on right now. But we have to have a way to be able to make money and self-sustain financially. And that's what I'm looking at with our business. So, Faith First Farm and Homestead is we're going to be a homestead. We're the beginning of a homestead right now, but we're also going to be a business where we're going to be selling items and merchandise that is basically the fruits of our labor from our homestead and everything that we're doing and incorporating into our homestead that's going to go into supporting
now going to be getting his brains eaten out by pumpkins.
Our homestead.
Grass and
So
the end of the scarecrow. 'Cause you
we have a
can't
lot
get a scarecrow.
going on. But, like I said, this is, kind of all in the making. And yeah, another thing I forgot to add down here, which is seasonal as well. I did add ornaments. I'm going to put down here, and this will be number 40. I'm going to go Christmas decorations. Because if you go back to the Christmas section from last year, I did do a couple videos on Christmas crafts. And I'm planning on incorporating those into our business. So, Christmas
I want to make a scarecrow shadow figure in a dark
decoration.
Trees all around them. I grabbed melted chocolate and cocoa powder and put it into my food processor.
Oh, yeah.
It creates this.
And I'm going to say finished diamond paintings as well.
Like ferns, scary, creepy trees.
And I have to reevaluate the prices for those. Because if I spend, some of them you can get for like $7 a piece. So I would sell those for like $15. A full book, I would give a discount. But a full book is probably going to end up going for about $500. $400 to $500. Because those books hold a lot of diamond paintings.
It's kind of wobbling, falling over. Holy crap. Believe it or not, big old heat miser comes. I melt my scarecrow.
And I'll say $15. ... Anyway, so there we go.
I'm gonna stack a few of those bundt cakes up on each other.
Like I said, we have a lot incorporated into our business. There's a lot that's going to go into getting our business started. Like getting my printer, I've got to get stocked up on ink. I've got to get stocked up on paper. And that's for the Homestead Journal. But I haven't even started that yet. So, that's in the future, down the road.
We seem to be missing our judges.
There's, a whole bunch of different things.
Judges?
I have to get stocked up on a lot of different things, like canvases for painting. Forgot about the painted rocks as well. That's another thing. I have to get stocked up on those. There's just, I have to get ready on my end to be able to make these businesses work, like the homemade soaps.
Welcome, Lorraine.
I have to get all my soap supplies. My goat's milk soap bases. I have to get my oatmeal soap bases. I have to get my honey soap bases. My aloe soap bases. My glycerin soap bases. Coconut milk soap bases. I had all of this stuff and I had to throw it away. Every last bit of it. I probably threw away $500 worth of soap supplies. Essential oils, my soap colorant things.
Trees. I like the cocoa powder on the branches. I think they look very eerie.
I have to stock back up on it all. So I'm on this end of it. So it's going to take a while. It really is. But there are things that I can do right now to start incorporating and getting the business kind of kicked out there, I could actually, right now, I could take orders for pumpkin bread. I actually could, because I have some fresh pumpkin in the freezer. I say fresh because it was freshly put in the freezer. And I can use that to make pumpkin bread, and I can sell it.
My flavor was ginger.
And that, again, part of our baked goods. I can easily, I can do t-shirts. I don't have a lot of t-shirts right now, as far as that goes. but I do have some. I will have 4, but they're going to be brush painted. So they're going to cost at least $20. And I'm going to have to do that because it takes a lot more time to brush paint them. So, but I can easily get glasses, you know, I'll have to get the coating for them, that kind of thing. So I can start incorporating that kind of stuff and put on, get the Etsy store up. I have paintings I can put on the Etsy store. And you guys can order paintings. Leave comments, you guys, please. Any of this stuff, start letting me know what you would like. If, you know, I will do my very, 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 very best to find a way to home make you what you want. Talk to me. Tell me. Let me know. Leave comments. I would love to see 180 comments. A comment from each and every single one of the subscribers, letting me know, with each and every one of you letting me know something that you're interested in and something that you would like to order from Faith First Farm and Homestead. Why? Because I want to get our homemade stuff out there. You know, and even as far as our t-shirts go, I can home make t-shirts. I can hand sew them. I can get the fabric and I can make the t-shirts. I've made my own t-shirts, and they're not hard to make. Now, I might cheat and buy a sewing machine. I had one. Not happy about that. That's going on the damage report as an extra $100 that somebody owes me, because my sewing machine, my brand new Singer sewing machine, was in the bedroom down here and it is gone. I have no idea where it is. Not happy about that.
Honestly,
anyway. But let me know, you guys. And candles are another thing. I can get beeswax. And I can make beeswax candles. I can get the beeswax. I can get the wicks. I can make beeswax candles. Okay? I don't know how much I would sell them for right now, because I don't know what size or whatever. I have no idea. I haven't figured that out yet. But that's another possibility. And that wouldn't really be that hard to do. So this is another thing. Please, you guys, leave comments. I want to see 180 comments. One from every one of my subscribers. And I know you guys get notifications. And if you're not getting notifications, then get on the channel and click on that notification bell and click on all so you get all the notifications. Please, I want you guys to talk to me. Tell me what you're interested in. I want to reach out to you guys, and I want to help you guys get homemade products.
This is the best leg I've ever
homemade items, homemade gifts, homemade clothing, homemade organic, healthy candles, etc., 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 etc. Please leave comments, you guys. I really, 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 really want to start seeing this. Anyway, I am going to wrap this up because I've been on here for almost 2 hours, and I could keep coming up with more and more and more ideas.
This is a delicious.
I did forget about the candles. I did mention that at one point in time.
Chocolate glaze with filter, and then inside it's soft.
I'm just gonna put beeswax candles.
Oh, the crumble one. I've already had seconds, thirds, and fourth. But you have to keep the decorating up. From this point forward, the decoration is part of you even being.
Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off from here, and please, guys, leave comments. I really, 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 really want to hear from you guys. Let me know. Put in orders right on the comments. Let me know. Because I will contact you, and figure it out. We'll figure out how to get you what you want. All right, let me know. If it's a batch of soap, I will order the supplies to make you what you want, and I will specifically make that batch for you to get it out to you within a certain amount of time. And we'll figure that out between us. Let me know, please. All right. I want to be able to get this up there tonight. It's a very long video, so it's going to take a while to get up there. Please, guys, talk to me. Let me know. Let me know what you want. And again, I will do everything possible. I will do everything I have to get you what you want. If it's a jean jacket you want with the Faith First logo on it and the painted picture and all that, I will go on. I will order a jean jacket. We'll exchange emails. I will send you a picture. Or you can go on and figure out what jean jacket you want or what jacket you want and send it to me, and I will get you that jacket. Now, if you bought the jacket and sent it to me, that would greatly reduce the price. Because the only thing I would charge you for would be for actually painting. That's it.
I actually wanted that.
So, but talk to me. Just let me know, you guys. Alright, I'm going to get off from here, and I will... It's going to take a while to get this up there, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will definitely be tomorrow, because this is going to take probably...
What if I can't find a job after?
It's going to take a while to get up there.
Seriously.
It's
insane right now.
I look forward to hearing from you guys. Just let me know, okay? And I will see you guys on the next video, which will be tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Do your research. Listen to homesteading podcasts. Buy the books. Get on Amazon. Order books. Get that information, okay? The information is priceless. And I will see you guys on the next video. And you guys have a good night. And make sure you check your subscriptions. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit the notification bell and click on all. That's very important to make sure you guys are getting all the notifications. And again, please let me know if there's anything that you're interested in on our business side. Please let me know, because I will do everything to get that to you. So, talk to me. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. You have a great night. Do your research and check your subscriptions. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Honestly,